Evil Squid Comics Podcast. We are part of the Collector's Maze Network.
Don.
Scott.
Andrew. All right, Redcoat. So Don had previously read issues 1 and 2. Now Scott and I have read like 1 through 7, and Don is all caught up as well.
So you've read all 7?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes,
Do you own them all and individually?
I do.
And you remember to order all the issues?
I did.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. That's very impressive.
I think I'm up to like 12. I think they're up to like 12 or 13. They might even be ready for a second trade.
But another trade was solicited.
It took a while.
Yeah, another trade just got solicited.
So Redcoat is about a gentleman named Simon Pure, who's a bit of a coward and I don't know, just
He
reminds me of Jack of Fables.
You said that last time, yeah. He really does.
He does. Yeah, he looks like that. He's kind of that way, and somehow he stumbles into becoming immortal. And
because like Ben Franklin is gonna become immortal,
yes.
and he like hijacks the ceremony and gets hit with like the lightning.
Did he really hijack it? He kind of like just stumbled here again.
That's true.
Into it.
He stumbled into it and he became immortal
instead
of Ben Franklin.
Exactly. So he does it, and then you kind of find out that he's really doing nothing with his immortality. He's not rich. He can't. How
can you not be rich with immortality?
He's just kind of sleeping around, a bit homeless, but seems to be he's improved his shot over the years too.
I do have a thing. So in Sandman,
yes,
there was one of those stories where there was a guy that was immortal.
Yeah,
and
made a deal with
they came back
Dream.
And visited
every 100 years.
Every 100 years.
Yep.
And that guy was like destitute because he had built fortunes and then he had lost fortunes and he had. You know what I mean? Like
I understand what you mean, but
because like in all the vampire movies and stories, like they're rich. They live
most
forever.
People would be,
and they smartly invested their money. Apparently,
it doesn't take much. Really, to be rich, it just takes time.
True.
So,
it is true.
But yeah. But anyway, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hob Gadling.
Go ahead. You're good.
And Hob, anyway, yes. So we were talking about that Simon Pure and how he's just basically kind of stumbling around, and we come to find out what Benedict Arnold also is another immortal, but he was doing things the way that the other gentleman, Hob or whatever, was doing. Made money. Did seem to be still a bit of an asshole, but he was being fairly successful, and so this kind of all takes off from there. You've got a young Albert Einstein.
Oh yeah, he's probably the best character.
Trying to help Simon, a little bit because he's like had these visions of some type of Armageddon happening. So and it does all revolve a bit around Simon. Mm-hmm. By the time it all does, wraps up for this particular 7 issues, you find out that Simon there is maybe trying to be a little bit of a better person, but overall, it's just kind of one of those. I don't know. It's a decent story, but it's a story that basically I don't know that I feel like it's all that original. 2 people that are immortal, and they decide they're getting into a fight about something, and then one succeeds, and it's kind of setting the stage for future adventures. But it's kind of got that origin story aspect, I guess, with it.
I would agree. It's not super original, but I thought the execution was above average. Like the art by Brian Hitch was really good. I think the writing was pretty good. Just the dialogue and the above average. So I mean, yeah, it wasn't super original, but I thought it was fairly well.
I would agree. I think my biggest problem, honestly, with this is just the fact that Simon is a bit of a unlikable character. So it does take a heck of a long time, I felt like, to even, what would I say, engage me, because of that. When I have a character that I'm already like, I don't care about this guy. In fact, I don't really, I'm almost to a point I dislike him so much, I don't know if I want to go on, that it really was almost a little bit of a push to try to get over that hump, of going, okay, there is more of a story than just Simon here, in it. And I almost had to then concentrate on the other characters more so than him. And I even think by the end, I don't know that I've really warmed up to him. But I would agree that the overall execution and, story writing was probably it.
What did you think of George Washington? He was pretty cool.
I'd like to know more about him. Yeah.
Right, I'd read his story.
He does seem a little evil, though, perhaps.
Yeah, very evil.
Yeah.
I like an evil George Washington. I
okay.
see that very often.
Yeah.
It was a fun take.
It was.
Yeah, I thought young Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
He's probably the real hero. He's
I don't
the
know
one you
what's
actually
going to
like in the
happen, though,
movie.
because, like, at the end of it, I mean, they jump to 1960? Because he goes to visit
Albert
Albert
Einstein.
Einstein.
Yeah.
when he's dying.
They can
On his
always jump
deathbed.
back.
They can always jump.
But yeah, it's weird to do another one because I'm not sure what it would be. Here's the thing that annoyed me. Why is he still wearing this red coat?
I know, right? Like, even in 1960, they're like, oh, you must have spent a fortune on that getup.
Yeah.
Right?
Or,
Like,
well, even in the 1800s, he's walking around with this
He's
red
still
coat.
walking around with the red coat.
Like, it kind of...
I thought that too as I
Dumb.
was going through.
Like, I realized it's called Redcoat. And
Yes.
It's a superhero comic. It's kind of like his costume, but in the context of the story, it doesn't make sense.
Yep, I agree.
But, like, maybe they should have called it something else and then he wouldn't have to walk around.
Yep.
Like Loyalist or something.
Loyal to.
I don't know. Redcoat. I guess it's not quite the same ring. That's why I don't name comics. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's good.